Hello and welcome back to Bull Bear Trader. In this video, I will review the US market and go through the indices, the ETF, and the commodities. Right. So first, I will go and review S&P 500 SPX. All right. So for short term, it looked like it hit the top of the channel. Okay, and that's the support. What is this green line basically was the high, go all the way here, it became support, so it's still a good support. Well, so basically last time I was looking at this, it was late in September. I was expected for it to come back to like 64.80 and then bounce a little bit and then pull back more. It basically pull back, bounce, pull back more, but then it's even higher due to the Max 7 stock, especially the NVIDIA. All right, so now it hit the resistance now. Overall is already very oversold. If we look at last week, you can see for the weekly candle, it's actually gave us a bearish candle, and we have to go back. Last time it did that, wow, that's a long time it didn't do that. But anyway, so it looks like we got a popping tail here for the weekly. So we don't know how it's gonna be, but most likely I expect it to come down, maybe like this, or even down to here. Why? You can see the previous high right here, even though most likely it will hit here as well, but I think it's more likely to hit here because of this support here, pivot point here, and then especially here. And if I draw a line, maybe like this, you can see it intersects, right? Of this pivot point, it intersects here. It may be, even go down here to 66, 69. So it would be around this area here. All right. And now change this to a different color, because this line is still important, but let me remove the blue line to make it cleaner. So most likely we'll have something like this come up and maybe come down like this. Okay, and so this is my prediction, but it can always go up like this as well, even higher, making new high, hitting 7,000 You know, it right now nobody know how high it will go, but this will be most likely what I predict. It will correct. It's haven't correct for a while, except for this here in October 10th. So we will see how it goes. All right. So this is 66.90. All right. Next we have SPY. So, before I predicted SPX, same for SPY. Came down and then bounced, but you can see it actually went up more, came back, and then bounced again. So I was a little bit early and a little bit lower than it actually went. So now the same thing. When I look at this, you can see it's also hitting just like SPX. It's hitting the resistance, and again, just like SPX, I expect it to come down and hit 671 or even 666, and then they're gonna bounce maybe here, and then it will come back to probably here as 657. And this is the line here, the support. Okay, but it might go up and tag maybe 693. So it might, but I expect a pullback, bounce, and pull back further. All right, next we have NASDAQ. Oh, let me put this in first. Okay, next we have NASDAQ. Well, same deal. I was early, but it actually pulled back pretty close to my target. It's just because it went further than pullback. So I was a bit off. I was early and off a little bit, but it's fine. It's part of the you can not really be right, because it's not that easy to be right. Okay, so same deal here. Okay, so same pullback probably here to 25,150, and then bounce through here. Let me just bounce a little bit, maybe here. I'm gonna pull back more, right here. So all right, 25,125. And of course, we don't discount the chance of it hitting higher as well, bouncing higher, but that's least likely. Most likely we'll have a little bit of correction, or I should say pullback. Okay, so all right, these are the level. QQQ, see, same thing. Okay, now basically it's the same line. So go back here, okay, to close this gap, come back again, and then go back lower, maybe all the way here to 597. And here is 611. Okay. All right, next we have Dow Jones. Well, Dow Jones is the only one that is actually went to my target a little bit lower and then bounced, but I was early, after a couple weeks. So before a couple weeks. So it's, in a way it happened, but I could not believe how high is when. So if I okay. Same deal. Gonna come down to 46,800. Then I'm gonna bounce. Maybe just here. And then gonna pull back lower to probably here. 45,700. Okay, and again, I could be early again, but this is the where I think it will take place. Okay. Next we have IWM Brush Show 2000. Well, same deal. It didn't pull back to my level, but close. And I would a bit early, so that's fine. And this is why people cannot time the market, because of how difficult it is to time it. So the trend changed a little bit, so we have to, in a way, modify the no, this shouldn't be. Okay, this is more likely. Okay. All right. Is Russia is a little bit more oversold than the other one, but it's still overbought. So it looks like here will be the support at 240. So I expect it to pull back to 240, bounce a little bit, and then break lower, probably to here at 235. And this can take place in about a month or so. Okay. Let me see. I see anything else. Nope, not really. All right, next I am going to move to oil. Well, oil was not what I expected. I think I thought when it come down here at 63, it will bounce higher. But it actually went lower to 60, bounced a little bit, and then pull back more. So it's actually weaker, I think, due to a lot of layoff and it's affect the demand. Well, we will see. But for now, what I can see is look like it's kind of bottoming out at 57. And right now it's making a cup and handle at right here. So you can see this support right here became resistant. Okay, so but with cup and handle, also this looked like almost like a head and shoulder. So if I look here, right here, okay, so if like this, put a green, no, actually red, because it's resistant right now. So right now you can see it's right here making an inverse head and shoulder. So in about a week, if it reached to 63, let's see how much it's gonna go. If it reached that, well, it's gonna be around 69. So we might hit 69, 68 something, so 69. Okay, no, let me put it purple line. Okay, so you can see it has a chance of hit 66 first, pull back probably here, and then complete the breakout and the inverse head and shoulder. All right, so we will see how it goes, but right now these are the level that I see it can hit. Now if I look back, okay, so it looked like it did hit. Okay, so it did hit the I would say now triple bottom here for short term. So it need to clear 63 to complete the invert head and shoulder, shoot up, pull back, and then bounce more. So oil looks interesting, and I think I'm gonna keep an eye on this now. So the dollar, okay, so this is interesting as well. So last I was looking at is also the end of September before my trip. It came down and then I expected to pull back. Of course, it doesn't jump that much. It went to 99,400, pull back, and then pull back a little bit, bounce higher. All right, so look like it's on the way. It's just not jumping as high as I was predicting. But this is still a long-term resistance. All right, so now we can see it's actually trending upward. You can see from here, right? Trend down and then came coming up. Look like if we clear 100, it will break out way above 101, and it can come up to right about 102, which is next. All right, so short term, actually should be okay. And then for the high, something like that is oversold. Short term, long term is getting oversold as well. And then look like it's kind of top out a little bit, but the real level is here, right here, as 99.9. So 100, right? So we want to see, but most likely it will touch it, pull back, maybe to 99.3, and then shoot higher. And maybe you get there, go back again, and then finally break out right here. So we will see how it is, but this is just my prediction. We don't know if we're gonna do that or not, but you never know. This might, if it keep going up the way the past couple months, it might cause a problem with the stock market, and it will come down, drag it down, and also go as well. If the dollar go up, will go down. But you can see I expect a pullback and then bounce and then pull back a little bit more for gold to hit this basically resistance became support, but it didn't. You can see how what like a crazy rally it was. Well, let's see. We'll go going on. This support is still intact, so we'll leave it here. Well, from here you can see it's actually making a bear flag. So I expect gold to pull back more to probably here, 37 something. Bounce back to here, and then finally touch, come back and hit the support line 3600. It might sound crazy, but you just never know. If dollar going up, stock market going down, people will sell their gold, take profit, and gold will come down. If I look over here, I see another line at 34 something, so it might come down all the way here. We just don't know. But for now, let's say 3600 is well, let's make a line here. That's the next level for support. Okay, but most likely I expect gold to pull back more, and basically it is in a correction mode. Okay. Next we have lumber. Okay. So you can see this, right? I expected to bounce here. Hit 6 something, come back and go lower. But of course I didn't see it actually went a lot more before did like a correction mode. You can see really oversold, short term and long term starting to go oversold. So now what's next for lumber? Well, if the economy is not doing well, lay off a lot, meaning people not going to buy home, right? So what's next? You can see this is a sharp pullback. Well, let's see the weekly candle. Well, I'm not surprised when I see this. And you can see the support line from all the way here. Look at that. It's still intact. This is so crazy, but it just worked the way it is. Now, how many times you seen it touching this line? This after, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I expect a bounce, okay, at least to probably around here. 556, 550 or 560, 560. Okay. And then it actually might break lower. Where would it go? Probably here at 511. Okay, so 511. Why? Because after so many times it tests this support. This is long-term support. It might break. Just like here, right? It tried to hit the, back then it was resistant. So 1, twice, 3 times, boom, 4 times. It broke up and stayed above. Well, now in reverse, this might be, I mean, upcoming couple weeks or so, it might come down. Okay, so 511 is one level. Another one would be around 487. But that may be a little bit too much. Now let me switch back to daily. So what does it mean? So of course it won't go as quickly as we can see in the weekly, but each candle is 1 week, so it might be another 2-3 weeks or maybe 2-3 months for it to actually break low and hit this level, but it is possible. So it's right here, actually 510, not 511. Okay, and then maybe it will come up again like this to test before it gonna go lower to 478, like I say previously. So we just don't know how long it'll take, but it might get there. If we get more layoff and more, you know, people selling houses and builder not building more houses, we might get there. TLT. Okay, so you can see, right? So I was here. I said maybe it pull back a little bit and then it's gonna bounce to 93. Well, it was close. It was 92 something before it pulled back and hit the red line again. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So the support line is still there, but for short term, it changed a little bit. So now it look like this, and we hit here. It's a little bit oversold. I mean, no, sorry. It's kind of like coming back to neutral short term. Long term is still overbought, so I expect more pullback. Probably to 88 is a good support because why? When you look at it, okay, I'm gonna take this out because outside of the realm now. 88. If this, and more pivot point, you can see. So it is a good level to as a support. So it might come down. It will come back to test. If either it will come here, then bounce higher and test 94, 93. Okay, like I predicted previously, or it might pull back as well and will hit this line. It's 86. Maybe 87, but right now, when I look at this, most likely 85 actually, but 85.5. So let's say 86. Okay, but 88 is a good level for a support and then a bounce. But after that, going up like this or pulling back more is another story. We have to double check. Let me see if I see anything else. Okay, let me see. Looked like for the past year, actually went sideways. The good news is that recently it's actually trending up. So hopefully this won't take effect, and this will take effect and break out, and well, next will be 95, 98, and 101, 102. So you can see from here, right? It's keep trading down until recently. So this is actually a good thing. So if it pull back, mostly we get a bounce, but here, bounce up here will make a big difference. And when it break out, it will go higher. So I think more likely it will break out than a pullback, but you know what do I know? I'm just making a guess here. All right, thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.